In their last 10 games, they are second in the NBA in defensive rating, behind the Milwaukee Bucks. They are 7th in the NBA in offensive rating.
That's crazy.
They are 3rd in the NBA in net rating. And they currently, in terms of their assist to turnover ratio, never mind. They're really low. They have a really low assist to turnover ratio. So they're not turning the ball over. And Rudy Gobert has come back. And also, the other thing about it is, in February, the Jazz are 5-0. They are putting up 37 rebounds a game. I'm sorry, 45 total rebounds a game, 25 assists a game, on only 15 turnovers, but they're only getting 6 steals a game. Before that, they were previously in the months when they were 7-8, 5-10, 6-7. They were averaging around 40. They were averaging anywhere between 40 to 43 rebounds a game, and they were also averaging higher steals, but they were averaging a little bit less blocks. So now that Rudy Gobert is back, they're getting more blocks, they're getting a couple more defensive rebounds a game, and they're also scoring more points over the past 11 games. So what do you think about this Jazz team? They're currently right below 500, staring at the 8th seed in the Western Conference. I really am a fan of Donovan Mitchell. I like what he's done with this team. I think the fact that he was able to come in and shine so brightly that he could literally get Rodney Hood traded away shows you how key of a piece and how much they want to take the training wheels off of Donovan Mitchell. Obviously, going toward the playoffs, I see them as being a first-round exit, probably getting swept. But I think that they can potentially sneak into the 8th seed if the Lakers, like I predicted earlier, don't. You can go ahead and you can talk about it.
First off, shout out Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio over the last 10 or so games has been hooping. I think he's been averaging like 25 and 8 or something like that over like the last 10 games. This is something crazy. I said previously before the year that Ricky Rubio would have his best season playing with Gobert, and I don't think that's it. And he was struggling up until Gobert came back, but I don't think that there's a shock as to why he's been playing the way he's been playing. He's been shooting the ball better, looking confident. You always knew the man could pass, but just having him in the action with Gobert in the pick and roll, I thought it was going to be the hugest thing for them all year because, again, I didn't see Donovan Mitchell coming in and being Donovan Mitchell. But I really like this team going forward, even like the acquisition of Jay Crowder. Like, I don't think Jay Crowder worked out there in Cleveland because I think they were asking him to do things that he wasn't necessarily the most comfortable with. But I think that here in Utah, it's kind of a system like what Boston ran. Like, they put defense first. I don't think Boston's pace is ever really that high. Utah's pace isn't really that high. I think he can. And Joe Ingles to me isn't a starting small forward. Joe Ingles is a guy I'd rather bring off the bench. Exactly. So I think Jay Crowder, adding him to this team, that gives you another good and capable defender.
The Jazz are 25th in pace, by the way.
Yeah. I like this Jazz team. Now, again, I think if Gobert hadn't went down, they would probably be in the playoffs, maybe. Because I think they would have, especially with the way Donovan Mitchell came out and played. Like I think they would probably be like the 8th, 7th seed right now. But with the way New Orleans is looking, because Boogie went down. I mean, Nico's been cool, but Nico's not a starter. Nico should be the 6th. I think Nico's playing too many minutes and it's a little bit exposing them right now. Not really exposing him, but he's just not Boogie.
I mean, but he also is just coming to a new team.
Yeah, but he's just not Boogie.
I mean, of course,
like
he's not
they lost
Boogie.
a lot with Boogie.
Of course, he's not Boogie, but I'm just saying, like he's coming from a new team.
Yeah, definitely. But they just lost a lot with Boogie. And with the way Utah is playing, man, it's gonna be hard for New Orleans to stay in the playoffs. AD got to play every single game the way. Like they can't afford no more Knicks and injuries at all.
Yeah,
from nobody. Period. From nobody. So this Jazz team, I like this team. I like the way they've been playing, and I still think they can make the first round tough for somebody. Like I think if they play the Warriors, they can make it a very tough first round series for the Warriors.
What tough? Tough 4 games?
4 or 5. I think they could possibly.
If they couldn't win a game last year, they not win the game this year.
They beat them by 30 points one day this year. 30 points. They beat them by 30 points.
The other day, but no.
The other day this year. On the 30th. They beat them by 30 points. I think they could possibly get a game. Possibly a game.
Okay.
So this is the team. It's a tough team. This year I don't expect too much from them, but again, going forward, this is a team that they're only going to get better. Donovan Mitchell is only going to get better. Rubio's only going to be more comfortable. Crowder's only going to fit in more. Gobert's still young. He's only going to get better. They probably need to add a shooting 4 who can stretch the floor a little bit, but also play some defense.
Which is why
I don't know why they traded Trey Lyles.
No, but also which is why them getting Nico would have been great for them.
Yeah, but I feel like they didn't want to give up Favors.
Yeah, I agree. I like Favors, but I think that they need a stretch 4 to be this. Like Ryan Anderson would be the perfect guy for the Jazz.
Need a better defender.
No, they don't. You have Rudy Gobert back there.
Like, if they could get a serve, I mean, they can't get
You
a
have
serve.
Rudy Gobert back there. You don't need a better defender. You need
Yes,
somebody
but
that
if they
can fill
could
up
get
the
a-
stat sheet and get open shots when Rubio and Donovan Mitchell drive and kick. Rubio's usage rate is 5 points higher than it's ever been in his career this year. So he definitely has the ball in his hands more.
Yeah.
So you need other shooters, which is why I like Joe Ingles. He's just a guy you bring in spots and not a guy you leave out in the whole game. So
yeah,
I feel you.
I mean, Serge would be a perfect thing for them. At least I think Serge would be hard, tough nosed defender. That makes your front line basically immovable. You not coming in
but
the
they
paint
can't
on them.
score.
Yeah, but if
In today's
Serge
NBA,
can
your
stretch
front
out.
line has to be able to score.
Yeah, but Serge can stretch out. Actually, Gobert can't score. You can drop Gobert the ball and he can get you a
14
bucket.
points a game is not
You
scoring.
can drop Gobert the ball and get you a bucket. I think Gobert could average about 17 if he was healthy the whole year. He could get you about 17
That's a lot.
if he was healthy.
That's a lot of
I think
points.
he could.
That's a lot of points.
I think he could, especially in the pick and roll.
That's a lot of